Hello, I am here with Mick Maldonado. He's the president of the Bobcats, the Benson Bobcat Alumni Association, and then also Darby Getzwiller. She is the vice president of the Benson Bobcat Alumni Association. Thank you both for meeting with me today. I've had so much fun so far talking with you behind the scenes, and I just really appreciate you guys. So, can you tell me how the association got started?
Chick Maldonado, who was a longtime school board member and all around Bensonite, believe me. A friend of his from the school came up and said to him, "Nick, Chick, we have got a 100 year of the Benson High School. What are we doing for it?" And so he thought about it, and so he put together a group, and they came up with the 100 all-class reunion, which was encompassing everybody. Multiple people worked on this project, trying to get as many people to come to Benson, to bring their families, to walk through, to see, where everybody came from. And they made it into a big deal, had a tour of the school and all the changes that had been made. And it was just a phenomenal 3-day gala, for lack of another term. And of course we charged for a certain amount, thinking, we've got to make something on this just to cover our costs. Well, we were fortunate enough to come and have more than what our costs were, and they were putting together a mentor program here in Benson, and we were able to donate $2,000 to that. And then Chick had been talking to somebody at South Point, I think it was, in Tucson, and said, "Well, don't you guys have an alumni association?" And he says, No, we don't. And so that was the next venture. And so most of the people that went on the board and worked on that are still board members today, and that was 7 years ago.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And then for a fundraiser, I want to say it was again Chick's baby that he comes up with. Well, there's a lot of people who have done a lot of things for the Benson school system that are not alumni. And so we have an alumni dinner where we have people who are not alumni being honored. And so that's how we got our dinner started.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Our first dinner we made $175 and almost killed ourselves trying to do it. But inventing the wheel, it always takes much, but we were a little bit discouraged, but we are not quitters. And so that now is between we run the concession stand for the school. And so we partner with them, and they get us young men and women to come in and work with us from the different organizations, and that they can make money for their organization by doing that. And so we meet a lot of good kids, and I have to say that I've been so amazed at the manners of the kids in this community. But they are such good kids,
yes.
And they work hard and they pay attention, and they understand that our main objective is to get scholarships, to make money for scholarships for them. Everything we do is for the school. It comes in one hand, goes into the school in one form or fashion. We've done even other organizations. The band drums section we gave the money for. The soccer nets, we gave the money for that. I mean, there's there's others that haven't quite made it and lasted, but at the same point in time, it sounded like a good thing for the school and serve as more kids who just don't play basketball, football, tennis, or track.
Right.
We're trying to expand our horizons in wrestling, of course.
We even gave money and sent 2 teachers to the gifted program in Tucson. Remember that?
That was the first $2,000. Wasn't that for the mentor program?
No, that was a different one. That was with Kathy. That one was, I think, with Siennica. Because
okay.
Micah, our superintendent, came from Siennica. And we kind of melded with them, and we just grew from that. And Micah's is a good supporter of us.
And there's only a few of us in our group. We have 3 80-plus-year-olds. Then there's me, and we're not going to discuss that. And then we have Chick, but don't let that be a reflection on me. And then 2 that are still working below that. So we're a small but very mighty group.
Now, you guys have done an amazing job for Benson and continuing that, and just thank you for that, and thank you for continuing to support the kids that are here. That's really important to get that morale and let them know that they have a community behind them that cares about them.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard something about Mexican beef. Am I saying the right thing? Or what is it that you're known for making?
Barbacoa.
Oh, now I know barbacoa. Barbacoa and I are friends. So can you tell me a little bit about barbacoa?
Well, my dad and another guy, a friend of his in Tombstone, started doing dinners and stuff like that. So, weddings and stuff. So every once in a while, I get stuck. Now I'm the only one that's got left now that knows the barbecue, except both my boys. But
someone probably does that on purpose.
And he started with a 6-foot pit and lowered all the meat into the pit, and he'd do 75 pounds and 150 pounds at a time.
Wow.
And then he'd do all over. He did weddings and everything.
Everything.
Wow.
He did it for the city. He did it for the school. He did it for the power plant when they did the power plant over on the Dry Lake in Wilcox. He did the dinner for that. But that's what everybody did.
And sometimes Nick also does it we'll do loaded nachos.
Oh,
So it's
I love
nachos,
nachos.
cheese, and the
I'll
meat
take
on
that.
top.
And barbecue on
oh
top.
my gosh, I'll take that right now. That sounds good. Is it lunchtime
But
yet?
like I said, we'll do anything for money, and we'll use any resource we have.
That sounds amazing. So what do you love about Benson?
You want me to go first?
Everything. I mean, the people are good. They support, and they support the school. That's one thing. If you go down to the football games and stuff on weekends, games and stuff, they have softball tournament. Everybody's out. That's the way it was. I grew up just a block from the softball park, and we were there ever since we were little.
Really?
And
Well, I was raised on a ranch, and we didn't get to the softball park. Believe me when I tell you. But I have to say that my family was very entrenched, being school board members and whatever else it took for this, and city council members too. I mean, the family's been entrenched, gave the property for the hospital. It took me years to finally get them to put a plaque up for it. I mean, Nick and I both are fourth generation, or we got fourth generation going in this area, so we are very entrenched and love the community.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's not a better, if you've got a crisis, you'd be shocked at how many people will show up.
Yes. So how would someone go about donating to the alumni or helping out with the alumni?
Write a check, give me something to auction off, because we do that at our dinner. I'm the one that walks the streets and begs, and I have no problem with it. If you don't even have to be an alumni to be a member of the Alumni Association, and it's $10 a year. That's all it is for dues. And it's amazing how far that can go.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you so much. I have had a blast talking with the two of you. It's definitely been a joy speaking with you, and I know I'll be contacting you more in the future about our history here in Benson.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for your time and for all that you do for Benson.
Thank you.
thank you.